And if you hear other sounds from over here, I'm sorry. I can't mute myself. Here we go.
Find a place to sit on the floor. Sitting with a nice solid seat grounding into the earth. The legs may be crossed in front of you or relaxed out in front of you or to the sides of you, however you like to sit on the floor. From here, notice the top of your head. Notice the bottom of your tail. Then holding those 2 points, top and tail, in your awareness, sense and see the belly button and its connective power in between those points. Sense the space in this column of places in your body. Feel this tether of anatomical spininess grow light and long. Sense its tensile mobility. Encourage its stability. And breathe into its structure. This willowy tree trunk of communication that resides in your very center. As we move through the next set of sequences, allow this image and sensation of connected head, belly, tail to prevail. And let it feed your extremities. Allow it to be the accordion-like base for everything that follows. Remember to breathe throughout this warming and opening of your mind body. When you're ready, let the head and tail move toward each other to the front and away from each other to verticality. If you like, move a bit past verticality into a gentle arching into the space behind you. So bowing forward and opening and arching backward. Folding and unfolding. Head, tail, and belly button making delicious curves and ellipses. Don't worry about time. Just continue this forward and backward, folding and unfolding. Next, create the same kind of folding and unfolding to the sides of you. Using an arm to create a big arc over your head, tail as anchor, belly button as spongy hinge, head as flying kite to the side, then to the other side. Other arm arcing over, side to side. Ribs gently collapsing and gently expanding with each oppositional arc. Repeat this until you feel like big continuous circles are being drawn around your seated body, like spherical halos. Eventually, this side rocking takes you off of your solid base, over the hip muscles, and the hands and arms catch your slowly cascading weight. Over to the right of you, and then over to the left of you. The legs swimming and sliding, shortening and lengthening when they need to. Do this arc, fall, catch, push off, other side, repeat several times until you're ready to come back to your center sitting. Without too much pause, combine the front, back, side to side, curving, arching, arcing, falling, catching, etc. There doesn't have to be a particular order. Just exploring front, back, side to side, or side, back, front, side. Any combination that feels good to you. Continue doing this until you feel comfortable coming fully off of your tail seat in order to begin rolling to your stomach, onto your back, and returning to seat tail. Let this rolling ride develop and try a bunch of different things. Rolling and letting the feet become a base of support, arcing and using one hand as a balancing point. Any combination of folding, unfolding, arcing, falling, catching, supporting, balancing, sitting. Maybe you come to all fours at some point. Maybe you don't. Maybe you find a nice plank position. Maybe you hate plank position, so you don't go there. Or maybe a wild thing breakdancing freeze sneaks up on you. All the while, remember that long, tensile, willowy spine of yours offering its multidimensional support to your movements. Keep playing with these ideas. During this playtime, begin to search for ways to come to standing. If it happens quickly, that's okay. If it takes more time, that's okay too. Once you are standing, use whatever information is available to you from your time on the floor to continue to wake up and warm up your body. This is entirely up to you. What do you need? Do that. If you don't know what you need right now, perhaps look to the screen and follow someone else for a while. While we are getting what we need, I will read a short poem. When the poem ends, we will finish up with one final activity. Beginning the poem. Harvest Moon, The Mockingbird Sings in the Night by Mary Oliver. No sky could hold so much light. And here comes the brimming, the flooding and streaming out of the clouds and into the leaves, glazing the creeks and the smallest ditches. And so many stars. The sky seems stretched like an old black cloth. Behind it, all the celestial fire we ever dreamed of. And the moon steps lower, quietly changing her luminous masks, brushing everything as she passes with her slow hands and soft lips. Clusters of dark grapes, apples swinging like lost planets, melons cool and heavy as bodies. And the mockingbird wakes in his hidden castle. Out of the silver tangle of thorns and leaves, he flutters and tumbles, spilling long ribbons of music over forest and river, copse and cloud, all heaven and all earth, wherever the white moon fancies her small wild prince, field after field after field. End of the poem. Now, standing on both legs, come to an alert stillness. With a nice burst of energy, shake the entire body. Out of this shaking, jump into a big, bold stance and silently open the mouth, eyes, and face into a triumphant, joyful scream. Let everything relax. Find your breath. Calm it down. Feel your heartbeat. Connect it to your thoughts. Feel the warmth of your life coursing through your being. Remember that. Keep that with you.
All right, Angelica, I think we lost you. Sorry about that.
Yeah, that was so weird. I just somehow just, I don't know, this never happened before. Sorry about that.
No, you missed the warm up. I hope you had a good time over there.
It's okay. I did most of it actually. It's only been like 45 seconds of me gone.
Oh, yay. Okay. So, I thought, let's see, we have ba, 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 ba. Mina. We can do Mina's and then Cole's, and then Mina's No Need to Be, the pre-recorded one, and then mine, and then we'll come back to Mina to close out. So this one is from Mina. It's called No Need to Be Something Else. Sorry, I just kind of bulldozed that. Let's take a couple of minutes just to. I was like ready to plunge ahead. Sorry. I actually need water. So take just a couple of minutes to hang out. All right. So I know Angelica has to go at 9, so I want to give her as much of this as we can deliver. So here comes Mina's. Everybody's ready? We're good? All right.
The possibility of what you are right now. Imagine that everything you hear from this moment on is happening somewhere in your body. You are bright and seemingly uncoordinated. You care not what's in style. You are art. No need. No need to be something else. No need. No need. You have known enough. You have had your fill, then lost it, then found it, then decided that enough wasn't even a concept at all. You're on the border between worlds anyway, so what is enough really? The possibility of what you are right now. Imagine that everything you hear from this moment on is happening somewhere in your body. You are pattern. You are a repeating decorative thing. You care not what anyone knows of your patterning. You are a song. No need. No need to be something else. There's just no need. You are the consequence of pattern. Repetition is your religion. You have had your fill, then lost it, then found it again. Then decided that pattern wasn't even a concept at all. And you're on the border between worlds anyway, so what is pattern really? The possibility of what you are right now. Imagine that everything you hear from this moment on is happening somewhere in your body. You are abundance. You are too much of too much. You care not what anyone thinks of the stickiness of your abundance. You are a village. No need. No need to be something else. There's just no need. You are the consequence of abundance. You have had your fill, then lost it, then found it again, then decided that abundance wasn't even a concept at all. And you're on the border between worlds anyway, so what is a village really? You are an altar. You are the passing of time. You are not fixed in this space. You are an altar. You are the passing of time. You are not fixed in this space. You are an altar. You are the passing of time. You are not fixed in this space.
couple of minutes.
And just a reminder that as you're journaling or reflecting or just chilling, if a thought or some words, something that feels like benevolent instruction or just feels like a comment, we'd love it if you throw it in the chat.
Yeah.
You don't, no pressure, no pressure. I'm just saying. If you're moved.
Yeah, to that point, I took my recording tonight, is Marcy sent, I mean, we're gonna listen to Cole's first, but Marcy sent haikus to the four of us. And I asked for permission to use them for my recording tonight. And then I stole, I harvested the chat from our last meeting and just basically just made a recording out of all of our like words. It's hardly any of mine, which was so much fun. So you'll get to hear your thoughts come back at you tonight. So anyway, let's go ahead and do Cole's. Any questions? Any comments? We're good? Okay. Here we go. Keep on keeping on.
Hi. This benevolent instruction was first improvised from words in my notebook, which last week included pages on my experience in class with KJ Holmes and memories as a craniosacral therapist, work with Coco, Noel, and Mina, reflections on the human interviews I was editing at the time, some of a vision I had, research, and poems. Everything I do is inspired by everyone and everything I notice. Bibi Miller once said, "I can't help but be inspired by you. You're in the room." I can't help but be inspired by everything I notice and by you too. So here's a re-recording of the improvised score I said in our foursome like a week ago. You can be as still as you like throughout, or move. Breathe. Listen to the language of your body. All the world is in tandem. From out, we come in. All molecules have a beginning. All molecules have a thing within. Take the double slit experiment. It is so with consciousness, with opinion, with movement, with decisions. Whenever looking at a describable thing, with observation. You can move or not move. Imagine your cellular fluid, the ocean, the blues like water. Make like fluid and start moving. Be swimming in every direction. Be swimming out, be swimming in, be swimming back and forward, even the tiny, tiny things. Let your opinions swim. Now, sniff the air. Your cardiopulmonary system is related to your sense of smell. It is one of the earliest things you develop after birth to help you locate what you need, help you locate the horizon between the heart and the brain. Be the blood about that horizon between the heart and the brain. Be about getting underneath, under the horizon. Blood is dense. Be about craniosacral fluid, lightness, verticality. It's timeless and it's spacious. Craniosacral fluid washes the brain, washes the nerves. It washes the spinal cord. This great washing like ancient undoings. I'll tell you my vision. Imagine mountains all around you, the horizon all around you. Craniosacral fluid lifting you up and out, almost as if you were a queen or a king or a priest addressing the crowd. You can see mountains beyond the souls. You keep rotating around. The depth of the scene, the amount of people interspersed in the landscape, a few crowds. The mountains are far off all around. Some are closer as they rise from the ground. There's so much warm sky and purple and orange and haze. It holds the time. It holds all time. You wave calmly and you understand that some people look to you as you look to them. You might just be dreaming it as well.
Mm. One minute. I noticed that Cole was watching a little bit. Angelica's watching a little bit. I almost always forget to emphasize witnessing because I'm so damn eager to be moving and responding to imagery and stuff. But yeah. I did stop, and it's always a blessing. It's so, yeah. A minute to drop something in the chat if you want to, or so I think we can get in my recording with the haikus in the chat before Angelica has to go. So we'll go ahead and do that. I hope you enjoy it. This benevolent instruction begins with Marcy's haiku gifts. Wind chimes and kite tails. Long lines, shimmering, soaring. Dancing with the sky.
Effervescent scope, unfolding ferns, finding light. Rooting and reaching. Trusted observer. Treasured maker. Treasured map. Bold discovery. I'm so into you. Winks to from the universe. Sky sister, moon glow. This benevolent instruction continues with words and phrases from our most recent time together. Brontosaurus, Brontosaurus. That was a wild ride. Triceratops. Fantasy hybrid of Brontosaurus and Triceratops mixed with King Kong, also with wings. This has become a way of not dancing for me. It tends to cut action short if I let it, and what I'm doing becomes more gestural and postural, etc. Makes me feel clumsy in a good way. Have to hop off. Thank you to everyone and the new moon. It helps me to break out of my usual movement patterns. I sometimes get lost and follow more instinctual movement. From you to me, be the easy you. Have a good night. It's night on the East Coast. From you to you, flip some shit and step to the left. Bend elbows for 5 seconds. From us to them, wink internally because you know that you know. Moving, yes, but grounded, low, slow. Apply pressure to the right scapula with the floor. Shimmy something. Do the Macarena. Scoop the seeds out of a passion fruit. Rotate the room, but keep your shoulders facing the same object. From you to them, and then the sky went dark. Get lost and found and found and found and found. From them to us, find your corners and ignore them. Keep your mouth pursed for kisses. Ask yourself a sweet question and answer double sweet. Lick the roof of your mouth and shiver from an imaginary chill. From us to you, describe a tulip with your hips. Dip your toes in the sand. It's so nice to move with you.
Agreed. From me to me. I love that we all do this. It's kind of deep. I am new moon. Everyone to everything. Be the easy you. Come to the surface. Leave the deeps. Suck in the fresh air of weightlessness. Float until you can find the shore. From everything to everyone. Come to the land and commune with the ground. Let the heavy, wet blurriness leave your vision. Clearly, you can see, hear, and move with wind chimes and kite tails. Long lines, shimmering, soaring, dancing with the sky. Effervescent scope. Unfolding ferns, finding light. Rooting and reaching. Trusted observer. Treasured maker. Treasured map. Bold discovery. From us to us. I'm so into you. Winks to from the universe. Sky village. Moon orbit.
So thank you guys for all that wonderful stuff, man.
So good. So good. So good.
And Marcy, thanks for the gift.
Yes.
Really sweet. Really sweet. Ah. So Mina, you want to just go right into your your closer?
It's super short, y'all. It's so short.
That's fine.
So
Yeah, let's just tack it on
no
with,
big.
yeah, I'm ready. Are you guys ready?
Go. Hold on. I gotta see what's going on. I don't know how this works. All right, friends, it's super short. Tribute to the Wolf Moon. Get ready. Can you hear me? Can everyone hear me? Here we go. I think I take my glasses off. All right. Okay. There's a full moon. There's a full moon. Take a moment to howl. If this is not a regular practice of yours, this howling, then start off small. play with your sound, feeling it come out of your face, feeling it come out of your throat. This can be a mild howl, but even a mild howl has power. Even the mild howl is signaling to something, someone, somewhere. It is a boomerang. It is a boomerang slung out into space, into the space nearest you. This mild howl that is signaling to something, someone, somewhere. It is a boomerang slung out into space that's nearest you. And when it returns, it will bring you back something, someone from somewhere. Whatever part of your body feels most connected to your howl, this is now your wellspring, your center place, your fount, your fount. That place in your body can initiate whatever movement feels worthy of this practice, this howling. Let it take you on a ride. You can continue to release small, mild howls or full, deep, guttural howls. Or you can simply let the echo of your last howl ride you to the next thing. Because it's a boomerang. It's a boomerang slung out into space, the space nearest you, this howl. And when it returns, it will bring you back something, someone from somewhere. When and how you howl is your personal story in this moment. Even the smallest howl is a boomerang slung out into the space nearest you. And when it returns, it will bring you back something, someone from somewhere. The end.